Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is Okpeyemi. I'm a Nigerian based in the US, and on this channel I express my opinion about morals, faith, relationships, motherhood, diaspora challenges, and the likes. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and then click on the notification bell below the subscribe button so that you get notified each time I drop a video. And to my old subscribers, thank you, you're the G. So today I wanted to share a story with you guys. I just remembered this story, like it lingered in my head for a very long time, but today I decided to share this story with you guys. So it was back when I was in high school, secondary school in Nigeria, as we call it. It was I was in SS1. Yes, I was in SS1, that's senior secondary school one. I was 13 years old. So if you guys remember one story that I shared about one teacher that reported me to my mom because I was making jest of a very short teacher. I think it was, yeah, it was a video that I did with my mom, the mom tag video, right? So in that video, I was talking about one teacher that reported me to my mom. My mom wanted to hit me because she was mad at me and everything. So this man that I'm about to talk about was the one that called my mom to his office. Then it was our vice principal. I know we had two vice principal, if I'm not mistaken. He was one of the vice principal. As at this time, I'm not joking, no, this man was way older than my father. Oh, he was already bald, he had gray, like he was an old man. Looking at it now, I feel like then it would probably be in his late 50s or early 60s, honestly, because he was not young. It was like an agbalagba. So this man was the one that called my mom to his office, and he was like, oh ma, I know you're not happy with what you just heard about your daughter and everything. It's not like I didn't that woman just made it seem as if I'm a bad child. I did not do anything that serious. So well, I was making jest of my Yoruba child because he's short, so I stood beside him and I was measuring heights. It's not like I was a troublesome child anyways, but I know it was bad. But yeah, so this man called my mom to his office and he was telling my mom that that Okpe is not that kind of person, blah blah blah, she's a good girl. I mean, she's even one of the people that were considering for prefectship role in SS2, like in the next class. She was saying plenty things to console my mom. My mom was like, oh, okay, so that one, he told my mom all of that, and then she went. So after my mom went, he called me to his office. I think it was during break time or something. I know he called me to his office that he wanted to have a conversation with me, and then he spoke with me that day that I should not get into trouble anymore and all of those things. That he was the one that calmed the whole situation with my mom. He was the one that, because he was looking out for me. Meanwhile, yes, I remember. Meanwhile, before this time, anytime we're having this class, it was teaching us economics, right? Anytime we're having this man's class, most times, I mean, the way our classes are arranged, like everybody, you have your chair and then your desk to yourself, so the teacher can move in between the rows, right? So it would, when he's moving along my row, he would hit me with his leg, and I'm like, okay, I was naive, so I used to think maybe it was an accident, but it was happening. It was after he said all of these things to me that everything started, playing in my head that, oh, so this is what this man was trying to do, so he would hit me with his leg, he would look at me somehow, but I didn't care, so I was just nonchalant about the whole thing until this day when he now called me and then was saying all of these things. And then he said that he calmed the situation with my mom because he knows I'm not that kind of person. He knows that I'm a good person. In fact, they're even considering me. He told me everything, told my mom. They're considering me for prefectship role in SS2, blah, blah, blah. She said all those things. Before I knew what was happening, I was thanking her. Thank you, sir. I appreciate. I was 13 years old, though. I had small breasts. God. Before, it's not even funny. Before I knew what was happening, he was now asking me if I've started my period. And I'm like, and as at then I had not started, honestly. So as at when he asked me that question, I had not started, because I know I eventually started my period at age 13 in SS1. But as at that day when he asked me, I had not started. So I'm like, no, sir. Was like, oh really? I said yes. I was like, so it was like, oh really? I'm like, I'm not starting my period. And then he said, do I go out by myself? I'm like, no, I don't go out. Oh, that is my mom that drops us, and then the school bus takes us back home. It was like, oh, so I don't have the opportunity to go out myself. I said, no, that I don't. Then he said, do I know Satellite Town? Because my school then was in Festac, and I was living in Okota, Go Palace Way. So it was like that, do I know Satellite Town? I said, yeah, I know Satellite Town. I know my cousins live in Satellite Town. And then it was like, oh, okay. Am I familiar with restaurants there or hotels there? I'm like, no. Then anytime we go, if you see the way I answer questions, then you feel like slapping me, because I was naive, and then at the same time, you know, when you don't just expect some things from some people, like my brain did not even click to all those things. Or when he was asking me all those questions, I don't know. I didn't still know where he was going to. I didn't know where he was driving to with the whole conversation. I was just answering him innocently. That am I familiar with restaurant or hotels around? I'm like, no, anytime we go to Satellite Town, we just go to my cousin's place. That I don't know any other place. They were like, oh, so I've not heard about Big Fish restaurant at the hotel. I can't remember for the restaurant. I'm like, Big Fish? No, I don't know Big Fish. I was like, okay. That he wanted me to come meet him there over the weekend. If I can tell my parents that maybe we have something to do in school, so they told us to come to school on the weekend, then I can come meet him there, blah, blah, blah. I said, Esther, I said I don't go out by myself. I don't go anywhere by myself. I sat then, I think it was in SS3 or SS2 that I started going on myself. No, it was not when I started going on myself. I started coming for, I think it was in SS3 when they started prepping us for WAEC or something. That's when I started going on myself in school. Yeah, I think it was in SS3 that I started going on myself. I can't remember, or SS2 when they were prepping us for WAEC, you know, and all those exams. So sometimes we'll come like on Saturdays for like tutorial classes. Yeah, I think that was in SS. But at then I wasn't. So I'm like, no, sir, I cannot go out myself. I cannot lie to my mom. That, do you want my mom to come drop me there? It was like, oh, no. That it just wants it to be the both of us. And I said, but we can talk in your office now. Nobody is here. This place is private enough, and you have door. You can shut the door. I was like, no, he just wants it to be. Anyway, that conversation went on, and then after I said I could not make it, randomly he would just call me to his office. That I remember one time like that, he told me that, see, exam is coming. It's not like I was even doing badly academically anyways. The exam is coming, that it can give me all the questions. So it will make me pass well. Like, I would have seen the questions prior to exam. See, this life, that I would have seen the questions prior to the exam, so I'll know what to expect and everything that he can give me. That means I should just show him my breast. I said, sir. That was when I knew that, okay, this is not a joking stuff. I can't even remember if I told my mom. That's when I thought about it, like, wait, this man is not a joking stuff, And I said that I should just show him, I should just show him my breast, that he will give me exam question. I said, yes, sir, I'm sorry, I cannot. It's my private body. I cannot, it's my private part. I cannot show you, sir. Anyways, the man started giving me attitude since then. I noticed, like, even in his class, he will not be asking me questions on purpose. Funny enough, economics was one of the courses that I didn't like. Economics and biology. I don't know why. I didn't just like economics. Maybe, and then the man now made it worse. Well, we just started this in SS1. So because he was the one teaching it, I now hated the course. Like, I didn't even want to have anything to do with that course. I was not, anytime he's in class, I didn't want to concentrate because the man used to irritate me with his bald, wide-head then. I don't even know where he is now. So I hated the class, and then he will not be picking on me. When he's asking questions, he will ask me. I will not know the answer. He will not make jest of me, all those kind of things. He was now spiting me in the class. I mean, I knew what it was. Anyways, that went by until SS3, when we're writing our WAEC, because we had our the school had a boarding school in Ogun State, Agbara, and then when the day school was in Festac. So they take all of us in Festac to Agbara for our WAEC. Every day, school bus will take us in the morning and drop us after WAEC in the afternoon. Every day during our WAEC. So that day I remember we were coming back from one of the exams, and we're all in the school bus. And we just heard the gist. I don't know how it happened. I just know that we heard the gist that, this is what this man did to one girl in GS3. We were not wise that we would tell our parents will come and fight in school. I don't know if I told my mom, but anyways, if I didn't tell her, she's seen it now. I did not disappoint you. So, but I mean, I feel like I should have told if I did not. Maybe because I didn't take it seriously, or maybe I did. So we now heard in the school bus that this man, they've fired him from school, that he did this to a GSS3, a junior secondary school girl. Maybe he asked her out, he wanted to sleep with her, something relating to that, Sha. And that the girl went to tell her parents, that her parents came to school to, I don't know what drama happened at school, because we were not in Festac, we were in the boarding school writing our exams, everything, Sha. That's why they fired him. That's how everybody, some girls in the school bus now started confessing that he did it to me too. I said, hey, me, I was thinking I was thinking it was just me. Like some of my friends, my classmates, everybody now started talking. This man, he did this. All of us, he told all of us the same Big Fish. We now used to call him Big Fish. He told all this one about Big Fish hotel, like restaurant, I can't remember. This one to Big Fish. It's that same Big Fish that he told me, that he told the other girls too. So all of us, we laughed over it and we're like, thank God, Nemesis has caught up with him. Hey, every day is for the thief, one day is for the those kind of things. But thinking about it now, I'm like, God, I was just 13 years old though. I was just in SS1. I didn't even know anything. I'd not even started my period. And then this man was saying this. And 13 is even like a big deal now. See what is happening to young girls, like girls of our old, they're already exposed to crazy things. I'm not saying then at 13 things were not going on. Things were going on at 13. I had friends that had boyfriend and everything, but it was not like the way it is now. There was still that fear, right? And me at 13, I was so naive. Like, I didn't know anything. I'm just a playful person. I'm just a playful, nonchalant person, I wasn't taking anything serious. Me, as I then said, a guy, even if you're my classmate, the day you ask me out, is the day I'll start to dislike you. Like, I don't even want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. The day you ask me out like that. So, thinking about it now, I'm like, this man, it is weird. But I know the one that happened to me when I was in high school. I mean, when I was in college, that one I told my mom. That one, in fact, it was even God that fought for me. So, as children or as parents, let's teach our children, to be able to tell us anything. And, let them know, let's teach them values. Let's teach them things that are not acceptable, right? I mean, I feel like it's because of the values that I had that I didn't, give in to whatever it is that I was telling me. Because why would you tell me you give me exam questions, and if I show you a part of my body, why do I want the exam question? It's a good thing to see exam question to help you pass. I mean, but I'm just saying, maybe because of the values that I had, it didn't mean anything to me. And I knew that I wasn't doing badly academically at school. I wasn't, until maybe I started doing the man's economics, and I hated economics because of that reason. And he taught me economics till SS3. I didn't like economics at all. So I just thought I'd share this story. I mean, I'm glad that it didn't end up badly for me at the end of the day. But yeah, I just thought to share it. Whatever lesson that you learned in this story, it's all good. But let's just teach our children values. Let's teach them let's have that relationship with them where they can tell us everything, and just instill values in them so that they know what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, right? Yeah. So that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to drop comments in the comment section down below. Let's share our experiences. If you had such experience before, a very terrible experience with somebody like way older while you were young, let's talk about it in the comment section. Yeah, so till I see you in my next video, don't forget, God loves you more than you love yourself. Okay, bye.